but it's not affiliated, then all the comments go in, and then you go into the comment and be like, hey.
Nope. They're so onto it. Like, it's actually a joke. I haven't set my socials up for Australia yet. My Instagram for my cosmetics is purely for the UK. And we are allowed to use hashtags. We're allowed to comment. We're allowed to do, like, if I do someone's lips, I can take a clinical before and after of their lips. I'm allowed to post that in Australia. If I get a client that tags me and wants, like, you know, to show off the fact that I did their lips on a night out and they've got their makeup on and whatever, and it just looks so much better because you can see the full picture, and clinical photos suck. They're horrible lighting. They're freshly done. And, like, we can see how it's meant to look, but, like, someone that doesn't know what they're looking for is like, what the hell is this? I can't reshare that. I can't post it. I can't. They can tag me, and that's as far as it can go.
So is this episode going to get blocked in Australia?
No. We're allowed to talk about it, but we just have to be very, very, like, aware. And it's because they want people to have psychological testing prior to having something like a rhinoplasty.
Wow.
And they're wanting to just make sure that you're really mentally and physically prepared for things before going and making these big life changes, which, yes, I do agree with. I researched for 4 years before I got my BBL done, and I still had to get it all corrected and all fixed because I didn't pick the best surgeon.
So what does someone do to then go research? Like, what do they need to see, or where do they need to go research before they go, cool, I want to get injected with Botox. I wanted to get my face, like, you know, needled up, like, whatever it is. Where should they go?
I think this is a part of this whole new thing that they're doing with APRA, is they're trying to, all the posts have to be like, you now have to have like your APRA registration and your board certification in your bio of your Instagram so that people can look you up and see, okay, this surgeon's had X, Y, Z deaths, or this many necrosis, or whatever has happened.
That's a public record?
Public records.
Wow.
So they're trying to encourage that because there has been so much shit. They're calling them the cosmetic cowboys because there's just been no regulation around
that. Is insane how you can, like, even for cosmetic, you go, how many deaths has this?
No, it's nuts. Like, it's crazy.
The people die. Like, really?
Yeah, because I
never hear about.
No, you don't. And this is exactly why.
Is it because it's such a big industry? I think when you and Sarah were talking to my dad, you're saying like it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Yeah.
Injectables and cosmetics and plastics are a multi-billion-dollar industry, and that's literally, like, it's just insane the amount of money you can make. To put it into perspective, if I was to work in a hospital as a nurse, if I was in oncology, whatever, obviously the rates vary slightly, but you're making roughly $200 to $300 a day. That's a standard rate for 8 to 12 hours shift. If I do 1 day of cosmetic injecting, I can make 15 grand. There's no comparison. Wow. I would not waste my time working in a hospital. It's not because I don't care about people. It's not because I don't love doing it. Anyone that does nursing or teaching, you're a very compassionate person. You're very patient. I can be. Not always.
I think the answer is you're a boss bitch.